everybody, today I'm going to show you one of my favorite projectile weapons, the Sling. What is so cool about the Sling, it's super easy to make, simple to throw, and you can find ammo everywhere. I'm going to be showing you how to make it and throw it. Let's get started. So when it comes to the Sling, there's a lot of different options of slings to make. A lot of people like to have theirs braided and woven, but my favorite one is just 2 pieces of leather and 2 pieces of paracord. Super easy to make, super simple, and I really like it, and I think it looks cooler. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, take my piece of leather, and I'm gonna cut a long strip, or to be precise, 2 long strips out of it. Now that I have my 2 even pieces, I'm gonna just cut off the ends and make 2 holes. Now that I've got my 2 holes in each end, cut off the ends, I've made my pouch. Now it's time for the string. Now that I've got my pouch, I'm gonna make thongs. So how I'm gonna do this is get my piece of paracord, and I like to have it just about from the tip of my arm to a little bit past my sternum. That's about how long I want it. Make sure that one of your pieces of string is slightly longer than the other one, leaving it for a knot. Now I'm just gonna cut these. All right, so now that I've got my pouch and my thongs, we're gonna attach them all together. So a lot of times how I would do it is I would just take my piece of string, put it through the loops, and tie some sort of knot. My favorite was 2 half hitches. This is really nice, except for it ends up taking up a lot of your string. And so that your thongs are a lot shorter than in the beginning. See how much that takes up. So what I'm actually gonna be doing, use some good old cotton string and Elmer's school glue, and this is how we're gonna attach it. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this cotton thread string. Now we're gonna take this string and wrap it around the 2 pieces of paracord. Really nice and tight. Finish it off by making a loop, passing it through. Do that a couple times. Now that we got this, just come and cut off the ends. And then do it on the other side. All right, so now that I've got my string connecting my paracord and my leather, I'm gonna take some of this good old Elmer's school glue, put a nice bit on both of my little wraps. And I'll just rub it in all the way around. Just add a little more to make sure it sticks. And then our pouch and our thongs are attached. All right, now we're gonna make our finger loop. So what we're gonna do is find your longer end, because remember we have a longer one here, and you're gonna make a loop. And then you're gonna do a simple overhand slip knot around your piece of paracord. Now, sometimes what I like to do is take a lighter here and just slightly melt this knot so it stays in place. But I don't have a lighter right now, so I'll just use some Elmer's glue. Make sure to not glue your loop to the knot, just glue the knot. Just like that. Now I'll wait for everything to dry. All right, so now I got myself a fully functional sling. Let's start out by doing some throwing. We'll start with a long distance shot. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be throwing this. So first, I'm gonna take my middle finger and I'm gonna put it through this loop that I made. And I'm gonna grab the other end and hold it between my fingers just like that. Now, I bet you're wondering what I'm gonna use for ammo. Well, a really easy one is rocks, because they're everywhere. But for right now, what I'm gonna use is some tennis balls. What I like about these is they're really easy to find. They're big, so you can't throw super far and hit something that you don't mean to hit. Plus, they have other uses, like juggling and tennis. So, how I'm gonna do this, gonna set myself up and do some range tests to show you just how effective a sling is. All right, so now that I got myself set up, the way I'm throwing this is kind of like a figure 8 behind my back. And I'm gonna be here, going around and behind my head, and once it's here, I'm gonna go forward and release the other side of the sling. Let's see how this goes. Now that I've done my distance test, let's do some accuracy. All right, here we are at our nice accuracy range. We got our good old hail bed. We got our good old hay bale there with our piece of plywood, so you get to hear the nice smack when you hit it. Well, I hope if you weren't convinced before that you think a sling is very effective. I think that you should be able to go out and make one of these and practice and learn to throw as well as me. It was super fun making this video. I really enjoyed it. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.